Shalom. As always, first and foremost, we give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, rawchaa, qadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching us the truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful and I keep out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And so tonight, in this sit down, we're going to go into a major prophecy known as the Mark of the Beast, the MOTB, which is the RFID CHIP, which is fastly approaching, which is going to be a major time of trying for the Israelites in these final days. And I'm going to have the brother Kayal speak on something that he was talking about earlier that's going on in Germany right now. So you got it, bro.
So my rib, she has a friend out in Germany married to a German. All right. And where she's at, they're making the MOTB mandatory. All right. Right now, you have the option of a fingerprint or face recognition. But the main thing that they're pushing everybody towards is that MOTB, which they're already putting it inside people to use. I actually found an article from Euro News. It says Germans are taking to the CHIP. It says thousands of Germans have started implanting CHIPs in their fingers to help them carry membership cards. See? So this is already happening. That's why I just want to point out that's why these other camps, they're not it. Because this thing's already happening. And they're still, confused on what the MOTB is. We know clearly that the MOTB is the implantable micro CHIP, which they're going to make mandatory for buying and selling. And they're doing it because they're changing the system over to a new form of slavery with that CBDC.
We're not ignorant to what these damn devils are trying to do, because the Most High has put us on in the spirit, letting us know what he's about to come with. And this is going to take place all throughout the earth, man. You see? And it's being rolled out at a steady pace. You have Sweden over there. Those people are fully bought into this new system that Esau wants to roll out. And guess what? He's about to push it forth all throughout the earth, man. And this is why the men of great millstone, beginning with the elder apostles of heart, have been hearkening on this so hard and heavy and so repetitively, man, because this is coming. And we've been letting you know that if you get this, man, if you get this device up in you, it's certain death. You see, you have to know what the MOTB is. You just can't be out here calling it whatever you want to call it, man, when that's not the truth. And that's what a lot of you other camps are doing, man. You see, proclaiming that the MOTB is everything except for what it really is. And a lot of your congregations are gonna follow you to certain destruction. You have some more on that, Carl?
No, brother, go ahead.
So we're gonna get right into the prophecy, man. We're gonna make this gonna be a short and sweet video, straight to the point, but it's gonna be heavy because at the end of the day, this thing is coming, man. This is coming, and we're seeing everything being set up for this to be rolled out all throughout the world, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into that Revelation 13. Let's start at verse 6.
It's breaking in and out, brother. I got it if you want. I got it.
Go ahead.
Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads,
This is going to be
And-
forced upon everyone, man.
Yeah.
Every man, woman, and child is going to be forced upon you. This is what's coming. This is talking about the RFID chip. This is talking about the neural link. This is the only way you're going to be able to function in this new world order, man. This is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
It is. You won't be able to buy or sell anymore. You won't be able to function in society without this device in you. This is what's going to give you access to the society in the new world order. This is what's going to give you access to spend your CBDCs, man. This is what's going to give you access to buildings, you see, or whatever it may be. And if you don't have it, you're going to be an outcast. You're going to be blacklisted. You're going to be banned from society. No going to the grocery stores. No more going to the gyms. No more getting gas. You will be completely cut off from any type of resource if you don't have this device, man. This is what this man is coming with, and you people think it's so far fetched to believe that this man that he would do this, but this is exactly what he's doing. If you're watching, we see what he's doing, man. It's all leading to this. They are going to come down hard and heavy and force this upon you. You're gonna have an ultimatum is gonna have to be. They're gonna give you an ultimatum, man. You either take this or you cut off from society. And most of you people are gonna take it because what? You can't stomach the fact of going without food for a few days.
They trust.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of our people, a lot of you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're gonna go right along with it, man. To do what? To continue to be comfortable in society. Because without this device, there is no comfort for you. You got it, Carl.
And I was just gonna point out, that Glenn Beck, the brother Amo One Padal showed me, and I watched the whole thing about Glenn Beck showing they're trying to say that if you believe you're a Hebrew Israelite, and if the Messiah is a so-called black man, you're pretty much gonna be labeled crazy and insane. As well as if you don't take their, play their squid game, they're shooting that too, where you're gonna be labeled insane. That's how they're gonna be able to come down on you. Is they're pushing draconian law.
So basically, any form of rebellion against this new system that's being set up, you see, or any form of rebellion against what Esau has set up, you're going to be demonized and you're going to be persecuted.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, what does Esau want you to do? He wants you to bend the knee unto him. He wants you to worship him as if he's your God, and he's not, man. You see, this is what he wants. This is the spirit all the heathen have been in, going all the way back to Nebuchadnezzar in that golden image, man. You see, they want you to bow down unto them and worship them as if they're God, man, and they're not. As Israelites, we're supposed to be worshiping YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi.
That's right.
You see?
Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636.
So this is the number of a man. A man is pushing this device for, man. It's talking about the elite of the Edomites, the elite of the so-called white race, beginning with the so-called Jews. They are the ones who are pushing this for. Your top elite banking families, your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, your Oppenheimers, your DuPonts, your Gettys, your Merovingians. These are the ones who are behind the scenes giving the orders to their little peons out here in the earth to push this forth, man. To make this thing mandatory, to force this upon the world. You see?
I got you. This is since you said that. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Since we walk in the spirit of faith in Yahawashi, and this is why it's so important to worship and serve Yahawashi, man. Since we're in the spirit, he said he's going to do what? He's going to keep us from this hour of temptation that's going to come upon all the world. The only ones who are going to have the spirit to resist this is the elect of the nation of Israel, and Yahawashi is going to strengthen them. Lord willing, we all be a part of that number. He's going to strengthen us to overcome this MOT because it's going to be a hard time out here, man. You see? This is why it's so important to be doing what's right according to what the Most High said, man. We ain't out here clout chasing. We ain't out here acting like this is a competition. We out here to do the will of the Lord, man. You see? We ain't out here camp banging. No, we standing stiffly for the name of the Lord, pushing forth this gospel, man.
And then the elect are going to listen and they're going to believe this report telling right now. See? And just two examples, two testimonies, you know, your brother Alakia, you know, leader of our camp, you know, brother, because the jump shot was a test run. We all know that. But you see, this is what we're talking about. What I read, brother? Because thou hast kept thy word of my patience. See, brother, he left the job already because he wasn't going to get down with the system, right? And the elect, they're going to hear these videos, and then they're going to take action also. They're not going to, you know, park it or be subdued to Esau's agenda. See, because in the second testimony is my brother in the flesh. I didn't know, but I asked him today. I said, "So, why did you leave your job over there?" Because he's been hearing me, the prophets talking, and he said, "Well, because they mandated that jump shot over there." And I said, "Hey, you're going to get rewarded for joining." Speak on that. But the Most High is faithful, will not suffer you simply above that you are able.
This is why it's so important to have faith, man. Believe. Believe in the words of the Most High. The Most High said he's not going to give us more than we can handle. If you have to lose a job because you refuse to go along with Esau's agenda, so be it. It's just a test. You'll get another job. The Lord will send you another job opportunity, man. And I can testify to that. Left one job, got an even better job where I can work from home. Don't even have to go in the office except for one time a month. You see?
Because the elect, we're going to move by faith. You know, we're not going to move by fear of the so-called white man. You know?
Exactly, man. It's all about faith. Look, man, you have to understand, Yahawashi is with us. He's going to take care of us. He's going to strengthen us to endure all trials and tribulations that may come our way. But you have to have faith, man. When this thing is made mandatory, when they finally roll this shit out, like we know it's coming, we know it's coming. You have to have faith to know that, hey, I'm refusing this shit, not because I know Yahawashi can take care of me. He will take care of me if I continue to move in the spirit of faith. I'm not going along with that shit. But you're gonna have a lot of you Israelites who are straddling the fence, who are you camp hopping, going to this camp because they got good garments on, and you know what I'm saying? You doing everything except for coming to the truth because you don't want to conform to how the Most High says you have to be. When this time comes, man, you're going to be unstable because you haven't been taught the right way, and you're going to fold, you're going to crumble because you haven't been building up your faith in the proper way, man. This is not a fucking game. You see? If any of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, or Native Americans go and get this device put into your body, you are going to be destroyed.
Not in the book of life, man. In the book of life.
You're going to be destroyed with a great destruction, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That was it on that one, bro? Now let's go right there, man. That when it is a time for us to be tried during this hour of temptation, we're going through it because the Most High knows we can overcome it and endure because of our faith in Yahawashi. You see, we can, because if we couldn't endure it, guess what? We wouldn't go through. Everything we go through in our walk, man, the Most High knows that we can overcome through faith. That's how powerful faith is, man. It allows us to overcome all type of fears, all type of tribulations, just by believing in the Lord Yahawashi, man. And this RFID chip, this mark of the beast, is no different, man. We're gonna overcome this through our faith in the Lord. You see?
And it's gonna be the opposite for the 2/3 because they lack that faith, right? Those are those virgins with no oil, right? They ain't gonna be able to endure that hour of temptation. See? But we move by faith. So real quick, I want to bring it because we're in a different spirit than all these heathens, see, in these 230. So this is where we go off.
Look.
Hey, if I could, because you brothers were saying that, that woman I was talking about earlier that's in Germany, they actually stopped working to not take the MOTB. They actually they're unemployed because that's what it's gonna come down to. You ain't gonna be able to go to work without it. And eventually it says in Isaiah 30:15 and a couple verses down that we're gonna be saved in quietness and in peace,
Right. Go ahead. All right. It says,
Some way to escape. Faith in Yahawashi. See? That's exactly how Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you see? Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, this is how they escaped the fiery furnace through faith in the Most High God, Yahweh Basham Yahawashi, man. That's how we're going to escape this fiery trial. Through our faith in Yahweh Basham Yahawashi. This is why we're harking on faith so much. It's going to take faith to refuse this RFID because in your faith, you know that Yahawashi is going to come and fight for you, man. He's going to defend us.
Faith and that wisdom that we're gaining through the Holy Spirit. Real quick, this is Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh the power, behold, my servant shall eat, and ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, and ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, and ye shall be ashamed.
Even though a lot of you are going to get this, you're still going to die of famine and all type of manner of judgments, man. The men of the Lord who stand stiff for the name of the Lord, refusing this device, are going to be taken care of by the Almighty Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahawashi. Because of what? Because of faith, man. You see?
Chapter 20, verse 7. Yahawashi and and he Psalms 29.
That's what it's all leading to. But like me and the brothers did the video earlier, we have to go through that straight gate to get into that everlasting rest, man. This is a part of that straight gate. The Most High is giving you Israelites an ultimatum. You're gonna stand with me in faith, or you're gonna choose Esau and his wicked device. You see, and the remnant is gonna stand with who? Yahweh Basham Yahawashi, man, and we hope to be a part of that number. Yeah. That's straight to the point. Don't even need to be broken down. Most High is going to strengthen His people, which is who? The remnant of the nation of Israel. To do what? To overcome through our faith. What you brother?
Yeah, but he's on.
What's up, brothers? On there?
Did you have something? I got Isaiah 30, verse 15. For thus saith the supreme power Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. And ye would not. And it goes into the 2/3, the ones that are going to try to save themselves. But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee. And we will ride upon the swift, therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. So the Lord God's, these soldiers that are going to catch your ass up. That's why 2nd Ezra 15, pretty much the cities are going to be locked down. You're going to try to escape this temptation that's going to come upon the whole earth, and there's not going to be no escape but by the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi.
That's right.
I got one more. It says in Matthew 4, verse 1, then was Yahawashi led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, which is actually, this is the spirit of Satan. All right, which Esau's moving off that vibration of that angel Satan. It says in verse 8, again the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me. And that's how Esau's going to come at, the world. If you'll take this device, everything's going to be cool. But in reality, it's not going to be cool, It says, then saith Yahawashi unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yahweh thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. So that's what's going to happen to us. We're going to deny that, say no to Esau and his wickedness, and the Lord is going to send angels literally to minister to us.
And comfort us, huh?
Now let's get this right. Let's get this right here because, like you said, Esau's going to come and say, "Well, if you take this device, everything can go back to normal. You can have a life again, so forth and so on." And he's going to act like this is the most beneficial thing for you Israelites, and it's not. And this is why you have to understand who your enemy is. This is why you have to understand what he's all about. All you jakes still walk around in the earth as if these people have done anything other than murder you since you've been here. You see? You got to understand who this man is, man. Can't be in the earth talking about, they ain't all like that. No, the whole entire race of the Edomites are like this, man. They are your enemies. That's why they're pushing this upon you. You got to understand that this is not for your benefit. This is to keep you completely separated from the Most High God, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahawashi. So get that real.
Right, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
This is what we're telling you. Never trust your enemies, man. This is why once again, this is not a fucking game. This is why you have to go into these scriptures and believe in these words, man. We believe in everything that we believe through faith. You have to believe that the so-called righteous are the Edomites, and their actions prove who they are. So with that being said, they are coming with this device not to help you. They're coming with this device so you can be destroyed. Never trust the enemy, man. They are not here for your benefit. They're here for your downfall. What's up?
John chapter 10, verse 10. The Lord Yahawashi speaking. He said, he coming, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come to life.
The thief representing Esau has come to do nothing but steal, kill, and destroy, man. That's all he wants to do to you Israelites. But Yahawashi has come to give us abundance of life. And that's what we're going to have if we continue to move in that spirit of faith, even unto the end. Shit, even unto death. Because Yahawashi said, what? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will do what? Give thee a crown of life. You see?
This is Ecclesiasticus. I'm going to read a little bit. This is chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come, because our elders are always preaching on this, and hey, you come into this truth, you got to be prepared to lose everything. When we're not going to be able to function without that device, we got to be stable in our minds. And what's going to give us that stability, it tells you in Isaiah 33 and 6, is this truth, this knowledge. We start off again. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy mind aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So just because, there's going to be a time where you can't go to Walmart because you don't have that device, that doesn't mean you just panic and then you go, okay, we'll go run to the C-hip station,
I ain't eating 2 days. That's what's going to happen, man. Esau going to put the squeeze up on you, and you Israelites going to start dropping like flies, man. You see? You're going to start caving in. You know why? Because you don't have faith that the Almighty can feed you. Because you refuse to take heed to His word. So you don't. That's why This is why Isaiah 33:6 says what? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure, man. See, having this understanding, having this wisdom, not the understanding of the Most High is going to keep us stable because we know what the Most High can do for us, man. We know what the Most High has promised to do for us if we continue to move in faith. So this is why we're not going to be out here bulled out of our minds, or I'm going to go get the chips so I can eat. Man, the Most High can give you food like that, man. And now he calls a manna to rain from heaven. Most High, man, the Most High is going to take care of us, man.
He'll put the spirit on people around you to feed you, you know? That's what it has to be.
What's that?
So, you know, you on that miracle, he fed the books. It was nothing for, you know, my shot to help God, but
That was multiple. Yeah, because the 2/3, they're gonna move hastily. They're gonna feel that stomach growling, and they're like, shoot, I gotta go get that device. You know? In that wrong spirit.
You're moving in the earth without moving in the earth without wisdom, man.
Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. But what it comes down to, you take that device, who ain't acceptable.
Moving instead of lack of faith. What does it say? All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. You see?
Verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear Yahawah, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall.
Because, like we talked about earlier, going in any way, you see, to be comfortable, you see, to be comfortable, to try to fucking, you know, prolong your life is going to lead to death. This our temptation is a part of the straight gate, man. You see, it's the only way we can walk as Israelites.
Yeah.
See, if you try to go any other way to make it up, you are going to lose.
Verse 9. Ye that fear Yahawah, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. I'm sorry, I skipped one. Ye that fear Yahawah, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Verse 10. Look at the generations of old, and the brother was just bringing up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, these examples, these righteous examples in our history, in our forefathers. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahawah and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
This is what the Most High wants us Israelites to do. He wants us to believe him. He wants us to come upon his name. He wants us to believe in his son. This is what he's commanded us to do. That's what we've been commanded to do. And if we are doing that, the Most High is not going to leave us or forsake us or abandon us, man. You got to believe that in the darkest hour, the Lord is still with you. You see? He will be with us during this hour of temptation, man. There is no need for us to go and bend to the will of Esau, man. You see? You got it.
I'll have a book of Isaiah 6:6. Lo, thou trusted in the staff on Egypt, whereon if a man lead will go into his hand. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust him.
See, and that's what 2/3 is about to do. They're about to trust in Esau, the modern day Pharaoh. You see, and they're going to be pricked. You see, and implanted with that damn device, man. That's what's coming, and it's going to lead to certain destruction. There's no escape after that, man. You're done for. You see?
You know, that means that, you know, those things you get every time you know,
You're basically saying you want this kingdom of wickedness to continue on, and you don't want the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of righteousness to be established in earth. That's basically what it signifies when you go and get this shit, man. You want this wickedness to continue on. You don't want righteousness to flourish on the earth. So you've made yourself an enemy to the Almighty God Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahawashi.
Because we know the prophecies, we already can foresee that majority of our own people are going to be down with this here. So we're just going to let them, we're out here blowing the trumpet, keep washing our hands clean. I got a quick one. Chapter 3, verse 17. But the mercy of Yahweh from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear Him, and His righteousness children to such as those that
That's the remnant of Israel, man. Because we move in that spirit, what is the Most High going to do? He's going to keep us in the way of righteousness. You see, we're going to yell, these things are going to present themselves to us, but the Most High, I believe, truly, wholeheartedly, that the Most High is going to put the spirit on us to refuse this shit, man. You see, I don't think nothing otherwise. I'm thinking about victory. That's all that's on my mind. Victory, victory, victory.
the brother's already, in a sense, he's already went through a rehearsal by him leaving that other job, because they were mandating that jump shot. So he's already moving in that spirit. See,
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna be down. But guess what? The Most High gonna come through, and it's gonna work out. You gotta have faith in that, man. You gotta take a leap of faith, and that's just you out there just moving, knowing that the Most High got you. You out there just out there in the dark, and you running, and you know the Most High gonna lead you to where you need to be. Moving in faith. I ain't worried about shit. I ain't worried about that tree right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about these branches right here. All this shit that's in the way, nah, I ain't worried about none of that. The Lord got me. It'll be all right. It's gonna be okay. You see?
really, we should rejoice with the brother Colin was bringing out in Germany. We should be rejoicing at that thing because, hey, we know that, hey, it's getting closer. The kingdom is getting closer. We know we got to go through this Jacob's trouble. So we're in that spirit of let's bring it on. Let's get it over with.
What you want to go, y'all? Somebody get Revelation 14 started verse 9.
I got oh, go ahead, you go.
I got Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13 through 14. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior, and perverse speech. Counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have understanding and power.
So he hates the wicked and loves. That's why Romans 9:13. He loves Jacob and hates Esau. Esau is the wicked, and what is righteous on the earth is Israel. Proverbs 4 verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. And that understanding, I was listening to the elder brother up there in New York, bro. He was getting into that understanding, and that comes through experience of applying the knowledge we have. Because you could get knowledge, but if you don't understand the application of the knowledge with the understanding of why, like eating bacon, right? We don't eat the swine, we know that, but then getting the understanding of why we don't eat it, right? All the laws, there's understanding with each law. The Lord created a science behind it, and without that understanding, you're not able to have righteous judgment. That's why the world knows the Bible. The Bible is the #1 sold book in the world, but they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It says, verse 14, enter not into the path of the wicked and go not in the way of evil men. And those evil men, they don't have understanding. So we want to actually seek that wisdom and knowledge and understanding, so that, like the brother said, that's going to be our stability. That's that oil in that day.
Let's get the judgment. So now we've told you what the MOTB is. We've told you what Esau's going to do with it. Now let's get the consequences of going and taking that shit. Somebody grab Revelation 14 and start at verse 9. Because there is a consequence with taking this device. And as it is written, according to this judgment, there is no repenting from this, man. You cannot come back from it. You get it, you're done. You see, one strike and you're out. You see?
I'm gonna get Revelation 16:2 first because that's part of that judgment. The boils on the flesh. Revelation 16:2, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon all the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image, which is an angel that's pouring out that judgment, and with it is those sores. Now going to Revelation 14, verse 9, and the third angel. So that was the first angel that poured out the boils, you know. So then
that's gonna be a fucking a sign of who has the mark of the beast, man. Because that shit is gonna rot your flesh away. So ain't gonna be no hiding it, man. It's gonna be a physical sign in your fucking hand. It's gonna be rotted away. It's gonna be pus filled. It's gonna be an infection. You see?
Where that shit starts being an infection, and you start pushing it out, and you like, you can just see it. Like, you see everything.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be, man. And then here's the ultimate. Now here's the ultimate judgment. This is the reward. This is the reward for anyone who goes and gets that. You got it, Toyo.
Revelation 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWAH bahasham Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
That's what? That's going into that nuclear destruction that's bound to come upon America. You see, those 200 million thermonuclear warheads are going to rain upon this place. You see, and if you have that device in you, you're going to partake in that destruction, man. To be burned alive, you see, for your rebellion against Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, man. And you cannot say you haven't been warned because we've been making countless videos on this topic over and over and over and over and over again, man. Every brother's making dozens of videos on the MOTB, what it is, not to take it, and what happened if you take it. Here's another one. So you won't have no excuse on that day, man.
God, matter of fact, we did this lesson last week. You know what? The reason is the Spirit told us to do it 2 weeks in a row is because it's right around the corner, you know?
Right. Because they said, hey, Elon Musk said he's going to start putting it in people's heads within 6 months from now. What you know that they always lie, so it's sooner than than we even know. I got an article I want to read a little bit about that Neuralink. It says, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawaah bahasham Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
To be tormented with fire and brimstone. Now, fire and brimstone, once again, is going to come in the form of 200 million thermonuclear warheads raining down upon America, turning this place into the lake of fire. If you have this device in you, you're going to be destroyed with this place, man. We're going to keep saying it over and over and over again.
I'm going to put precept. All right. Chapter 3, verse 17. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
If you get this idol put up in you, you have to be destroyed, man. You have to be purified. You see, you have to be cleansed, and that cleansing is going to come in the form of nuclear fire. Right. You Israelites defiling your body, putting this thing up in you. You are filthy before the Most High, so He has to purge you. He has to purge you away. We have to start this over.
And you're going to be a sacrifice. You take that device. America is going to be the altar. So, this is Micah chapter 4. Behold, the day that's referred as the oven, and all the proud, yet, and all that get wicked shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them, said Yahawashi, that he shall.
It's what's coming, man. That fire is coming. And if you don't get on the Most High side, man, if you gonna partake in it, man. There's there is no other way we can break this down. We're saying the same things over and over and over and over again. That's what happened when you're telling the truth. The story never changes, man. When you tell them the truth, the testimony never changes. We're gonna make this video probably 50 more times before the destruction comes. You see? Because that's what's coming. We can't say anything other than what the Most High ordained us to say. If you get this device, you're going to suffer a great destruction by way of fire, man. Ain't no other way to say it.
And you're going to be tormented all the way up to that fire. If I may, I will get this article, a little bit of this in New York Post. You don't mind? It says this was published February 10th, 2022, New York Post. Elon Musk Neuralink allegedly subjected monkeys to extreme suffering. It says, I'm going to jump down. It says, in one example, a monkey was allegedly found missing some of its fingers and toes, possibly from self-mutilation or some other unspecified trauma. The monkey was later killed during a terminal procedure. It says, in another case, a monkey had holes drilled in its skull and electrodes implanted into its brain, and then allegedly developed a bloody skin infection. What did we just read about? It says, right? It says, and then developed a bloody skin infection and had to be euthanized, according to the complaint. The third instance, a female monkey had electrodes implanted in its brain, then was overcome with vomiting, retching, and gasping. Days later, researchers wrote that the animal appeared to collapse from exhaustion, fatigue, and was subsequently euthanized. Now, just one more part. It says, the experiments involved 23 monkeys in all. At least 15 of them died or were euthanized.
And that shows me that he's on man. Look at that. Torturing animals just so he can. You're blinded. Right now it's the animals, but pretty soon it's gonna be the people acting that same way like the monkeys. It is, and that's why they show all those zombie movies.
Right, that's why. Because they're gonna have an effect that's gonna be like we've never seen before. You know, no generation's ever experienced what we're about to experience.
Well, finish that judgment, bro, and we'll close it out.
Verse 11, Revelation 14, verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that kept the commandments of Yahawah and the faith of Yahawashi.
That's the remnant of Israel, man. So you heard the judgment. You heard the prophecy of what's coming. We've told you what's coming. If you heard the judgment of it, you see, either you believe it or not. But at the end of the day, the remnant is going to move in that spirit of what? Not bound and neither by all, man. We're going to continue in that spirit of faith. We're going to continue to stand with Yahawashi and Yahawashi because we want no parts of what Esau's doing, man. That shit is wickedness over there. We're going to stand with life. You see? So for any of you Israelites who've heard this message and you still choose to go and side with your enemy, death and destruction upon you, man, as it is written. You see? That was good.
You got anything you want? You good?
Oh, that
Go
one.
ahead, bro.
All right, brother, go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 11. On Yahawashi. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast in thy hands. No man take thy crown.
There it is. There it is. Hold fast, meaning what? Stand stiffly for the name of the Lord, even unto death. If we do, we shall receive a crown of life, man, as it is written. So, hey, there's another warning going out to the house of Israel, man. Blood off our hands, we doing our job, you know. So with that, man, we're gonna end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, rawchaa, qadash.
Gosh.
those were honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone for teaching us the truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hope that I care about that, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi has created us. With that, we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.